You might remember my previous video where I built a small simple device which can turn any of your speakers into a Home Assistant media player, right? If not, check it out right here. There is also a follow-up video about Music Assistant, AirPlay and Spotify integrations, where you can play directly from within AirPlay or Spotify to the device. Yep, from within Spotify and AirPlay to the device. Now this time we are going one step further and talk about multi-room audio management with Sendspin, and we are going to use Esphome. So you can add other stuff like temperature sensors, motion sensors, presence sensors, and keep everything local and Home Assistant friendly. So let's dive in, shall we? So an important part of my smart home was to have a multi-room audio system where I can play music in multiple rooms and give announcements to every room where it needs to be announced. Like if someone rings my doorbell, which I also built myself, video right here on the top, I play a nice chime in my entrance media player. Or if it's time for the kids to do their homework, I play a nice announcement in the entrance and in the kids' room, which has also a self-built DIY ceiling lamp with voice assistant and speakers inside it. That video is also somewhere here. Yep, I built a lot of stuff. Check out my channel if you want to see all my builds, and subscribe if you want to see what I'm going to do in the future. Also, a like wouldn't hurt, I guess. So I am using Music Assistant for this, and I create and build the player with Esphome and expose those players to Music Assistant. Music Assistant then gives me a separate brand new player inside Home Assistant. I add mass in parentheses at the end, so I know these are the ones coming from Music Assistant. I use those media players inside my automations because this way everything sound related goes through Music Assistant, so it knows who is doing what and can handle stuff like cue announcements, give a chime sound before an announcement. So basically it's a handler for all my sounds in my smart home. But what if I want to play music simultaneously throughout my house, like a house party? Or announce the homework announcement both in the entrance and in the kids' room at the same time? Because currently it's announcing one after another. First in the entrance and then in the kids' room. So for this, there are 3 ways that you can group your players in Music Assistant and Home Assistant. The first one and the second one are okay-ish. They're not truly synchronized. They're more like playing at the same time. But number 3 is with Sendspin. To have a comparison between these 3 options, I have created a small test system here at my bench. One device is my Satellite Black Edition, which has an ESP32S3, and I hooked up a speaker to it. And the other one is my entrance media player, which is normally downstairs. I brought it up for testing purposes. It is also a ESP32S3 board with an audio deck and a presence sensor. Here we start with number 1. Number 1 is simply just grouping these media players inside Home Assistant. How do we do that? We go to Device and Services, into Helpers, and we create one helper that is a group. The group type will be Media Player Group, and we name this Helper Test Group. The ones that we are going to select are the ones that are existing inside Home Assistant, not the ones that are coming from Music Assistant, which is also fine by the way, but for test purposes to see how it actually works only inside Home Assistant, this is the better way, I guess. So we select our Entrance Media Player V2 and we select our Black Edition Satellite Speaker. So we can hide the members if you want to, the original members, but I'm not going to do that, so I will submit this. Finish. And now we will have one test group which is containing 2 of our players that we can use inside Home Assistant in separate places. So let's say we are going to make a new automation and use this player to play a specified medium. So you notice you have a pick media button here, but once you add this helper player, you will not see that pickup because somehow it's not supporting the browsing media functionality. But for this, I have a ready-made content ID that I can use. If I paste this here and the media type will be music.
Hey, this is a test for why multiple players.
So you can hear that actually 2 sounds are coming.
Hey, this is a test for why multiple players.
But it's not that stable because sometimes it plays both on the devices and sometimes it plays only on one.
Hey, this is a test for why multiple players.
Now these are 2 devices. and you can feel the millisecond difference in sound, I guess.
Hey, this is a test for why multiple players.
So it's a hit or miss because Home Assistant is actually sending the request to the devices. The devices receive the request in separate times, so that's why they're actually drifting from each other, or why they're actually not starting and ending at the same time.
Hey, this is a test for why multiple players.
See? So let's see how this goes in Music Assistant. So let's not save this. And if you go to Music Assistant and to player providers inside Home Assistant media players, you can see I already have my V2, but what I want to use is this helper test group. So let's remove these two for now. I think you don't have to remove them, but for the sake of testing, let's just remove it. So I have some songs that I got from YouTube, and let's try to play those on this helper group. Let's play. So I'm not sure if it's playing on both devices right now. Let's have a look. It is actually, and the sound is so the synchronization is kind of okay, but as I said, it's not stable, so there's no guarantee that it's going to hit the same time all the time. Sometimes you will hear the difference very, very clearly. Now the second option is some kind of similar to what we did before, like grouping the media players inside Home Assistant, but this time we are going to group them inside Music Assistant with a universal group handler. So let's dive in. What we do is go to this view in Music Assistant. Let's first remove this one. We actually don't have to delete this, we can just uncheck this from here, I guess. Let's uncheck this and check our two media players that we have ready for testing. Okay, these are the ones that are basically Home Assistant media players. So removed, and let's remove the handler also from here, helpers, and let's delete this one. Okay, so we have our two media players, nothing in Music Assistant, just the two players coming from Home Assistant, Satellite Black Edition and Media Player V2. Okay, so if I go to players inside Music Assistant, you can see I have these two players. The S3 has also Sendspin, which I'm going to dive in later, but the media player is just regular Home Assistant media player, and we are going to group these two together. So for this, I am clicking this button here, and you will see a universal group player. If you don't have this option, go to Settings, Player Providers, and add this universal group player from here. So go back to Players and add a group, a universal group player. Our members will be Entrance Media Player V2 and the Satellite Black Edition. Let's name this Test Universal Group Player. Way too long. Save. Now you can see that we have one player that is available inside Music Assistant. So this will be exposed to Home Assistant the same way that everything else is exposed. So if you reload this, you can see we have a Test Universal Group Player. This one is coming from Music Assistant, so you can change this one's name to Test Universal Group Player Mass. Stands for Music Assistant. Update. So back to automations, create an automation, play specified media, and now when I type mass, I can see all the players that are coming from Music Assistant. This one is the entity and this one is a device. So test group player mass. And so this time, as you can see, I can pick a media because this one is coming from Music Assistant, and Home Assistant thinks, oh, this is from Music Assistant, I guess this is okay, because it doesn't have any specific knowledge of what's going on behind this group. So pick a media and let's select something else, and let's say this is a test audio.
Hello there, this is a test audio.
It is playing at the same time, but not quite synchronized. Not sure if you can hear it right.
Hello there. This is a test audio. This is a test audio.
Ooh. Sometimes, as you can see, it's drifting very far away. Because, as I said, this is sending a signal to the devices separately at the same time, but receiving is at different times. So the playing will be probably not at the same time. So this is technically working. So the key point would be if your speakers have the same audio protocol working behind it, then you could get away with grouping them inside Home Assistant or in Music Assistant and kind of get a decent same time, not synchronized, but same time music or announcements. So that could be possible. But this brings us to our third option, which is Sendspin. And for Sendspin, we are going to do something different to the media players, and we are going to change the code and make them Sendspin compatible with Esphome. So let's go back to our ESP builder. And since my Black Edition already has Sendspin, I'm not going to touch that. But for my media player, I'm going to change this code and uncomment this here to make this Sendspin compatible. So because this is an S3 board, I can use tasks stack in PSRAM to true, but I have to change these also, which I have my backup right here, I guess. Let me just copy this and paste this here. So previously we were using speaker source, but now we are going to use Sendspin as our platform. Right now with the new version of Esphome, you can just add Sendspin like this. So we save this, install, and let's see. Okay, so that's installed. Now I think we can see that it's Sendspin compatible. Do a quick test if it's actually working. Woo! That was loud. Okay, so now my speaker is updated with Sendspin. It is working inside Home Assistant, so you can do some announcements this way if you want to. But what I do is I use Sendspin for all my devices. So if you don't have Sendspin inside Music Assistant, again, go into providers and add a player provider. Add Sendspin, then you will be able to use Sendspin inside Music Assistant. So after that, generally your players will automatically see that it's Sendspin compatible and add a tag that is saying Sendspin right here, like I had in my Black Edition. So these two are Sendspin compatible, like these ones. And one key thing you have to remember is you have to remove them from the Home Assistant provider if you want to fully use Sendspin. So here you have to have something, I guess. Let's add speaker, I guess. So now if you go to players, test universal group player, I guess we can remove this one. And if you have problems that Sendspin is not detecting your devices, you can use manual checks directly with the IP address. So these are the IP addresses for my devices. I add them here, I save. And for example, if I close this one, after a little bit of time, the devices should be discovered here. Okay, so we have the Satellite Black Edition, which is Sendspin enabled, and the Media Player V2 that also has Sendspin. Okay, so all we need is to restart Music Assistant. I'm not sure if you have to actually use this version 5.5.4 right now. The issue seems to be fixed, but if it doesn't work, just add this and restart Music Assistant. So now we have our two players inside Music Assistant in Sendspin. So when we try to play music right now, let's say we want to play this one. Let's play this on the entrance media player first to see if that's working. Okay. Entrance media player is working. Okay, it's playing on both devices separately. Like this is my satellite black edition. Okay, let's turn this off, clear queue, and now what we can do is inside players we can add sync group player. So let's call this sync media player test. Let's copy this for the future and let's play this in our black edition and the entrance media player. Click on save. So now we have a new player which we can play a song and it should be synchronized. Let's play this one. Okay, let's see. Okay, you see the sound change? This is my entrance player. And this is my black edition coming in. They're fully synchronized. Now let's see if this works with announcements. Stop this, clear queue. Now inside Home Assistant, the same way an entity will be exposed inside Music Assistant. And if you load this, you can see we have our sync media test device. Let's call this mass, so we know that's coming from within Music Assistant. And let's create an automation with a trigger of play selected. What was it? Play specified, not selected. So we choose our new player, which is sync media player test mass, and we say this is a nice sync test. Select, let's make an announcement, and let's run.
Hello there. This is a nice sync test.
Ooh, nice. They're so synced. Nice.
Hello there. This is a nice sync test.
Woo! Let's make it longer and go to the device with a long sentence so that the user has time to stand up and get closer to the device to test sync sentence. Ready? Go! We didn't play it. Okay, again. Ready?
Hello there. This is a nice sync test with a long sentence so that the user has time to stand up and get closer to the device to test sync.
Huh. So that's it. 3 ways that you can group your players and have multiple kind of synchronized music in your house. 1 is grouping all the players inside Home Assistant. 2 is grouping all your devices in Music Assistant. And 3 is using the same audio protocol like Sendspin and group them inside Music Assistant with Sync Media Player. That way you have synchronized music all over your house. Now it's time to put everything back where it belongs to and make a house party. Don't forget to subscribe and give a like. So create a new player. Settings, players, sync group, or house. Entrance, kids room, kitchen, satellite. Save. Now the whole house synced music party. Let's go. First stop. Second stop. Kids room. Kids room satellites. Next, entrance. All fully synced.